We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Now Geno on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tariq Woolen with a great play to get him for a loss. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now from Murray. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. To throw is Murray. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Cardinals had 10 and 6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, in that situation, as they ran after, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the ground with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after
difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Omaha.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, out goes Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Smith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last last week, 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They're really working in sync right now.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. On 4th down, Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block you on the line of scrimmage. They get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cards are able to extend their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Back to throw, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Play action. It's Smith. And this one too low.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
3. Now Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Hall from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jaron Reed in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 34 yards. And the Cardinals extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it down to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Strike, strike. Next. 53.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly. Under a heavy rush, rushing down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 58.
Here's Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Back to throw it, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That is caught, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.